good, guys? Prince Sports coming at you with another one. Now, I know the media is having a field day with propping up LeBron James to being things that he isn't. But let me diffuse some things by the media. Kendrick Perkins, a LeBron slurper like some of you YouTubers are, he went about saying the Boston Celtics got together to stop LeBron James. First of all, LeBron James was an afterthought. There was nothing to stop because he wasn't winning in the first place. Number two, those guys got together because they wanted to win championships because they all were franchise players on losing teams. And they figured they'd get together for one last hurrah to win some championships. That's why the Boston Celtics got together. So now that we got that out the way, let's talk about some more stuff. Since a lot of LeBron slurpers on YouTube are getting blocked or getting kicked off a lot of sport platforms. This has been like this for a couple years now, but now it's starting to go up because a lot of you guys are toxic, idiotic, and you like to move goalposts, and you like to twist people's words around when that shit don't work on somebody like me. Now here's the funny part. A lot of people are starting to uplift Scottie Pippen again, as if being titled the greatest sidekick, the greatest Robin of all time, isn't credit. They want to put him on the top 10. He's a top 10 player of all time. Well, if he's a top 10 player of all time and he's a sidekick, then Dwayne Wade should be a top 10 player of all time. But no, you don't have a problem with me saying LeBron James was the alpha and Dwayne Wade was a sidekick, okay? Because it prompts up LeBron James and gives him credit as a leader and the captain of the team. But when I say Michael Jordan is the captain and Scottie Pippen is the sidekick, you got a problem with that because Michael Jordan won more, and you have no way to diffuse that. Jordan won with just one All-Star, so that gets on your skin, all right, underneath your skin, excuse me, because Dwayne Wade won a championship without LeBron James. He got a total of 3. So if sidekicks are allowed to be in the top 10, then Dwayne Wade probably would be in there, but most people's top 10 are not sidekicks. They're alphas, they're number one team captains, okay? So everybody on that list is damn near a captain or a leader of their own franchise. Even if they didn't start out originally as a leader of their own franchise, they won as leaders of their own franchise, first and foremost. And this brings me to LeBron James in general as a scorer, okay? Good player, but he's still arguably like the 5th probably best scorer if you just want to go about that. You just want to go on those terms. He's not a per score. Kobe is still a better scorer than LeBron James. Michael Jordan is still a better scorer than LeBron James. Kareem himself is a better scorer than LeBron James. Okay, he got to where he got without even shooting threes, by the way, and his scoring was more devastating and led to 6 championships. LeBron James still don't even get that yet. And all these guys are more devastating scorers than LeBron because their scoring has been devastating to a point it's helping them win games. It has a bigger effect on winning for their team. Now, before you sit there and go and say, well, you know, this is a team sport. No shit, Sherlock. But LeBron James has played with more help than just about any other All-Star in modern day history. So you can't use that narrative that he didn't have no help because he still has help. He even said himself more recently that I feel I could win a championship on any team and be contenders. You said that out of your own mouth, LeBron. So if that's the case, then why can't you make this current Lakers team a championship contending team? Why can't you get W's and win games for them? You scored 2 points in the 4th quarter, the almighty scorer that you are. Where was this scoring at when the team needed you most? You gave me 3.5 quarters of basketball, my brother. You didn't give me a full dollar. Now, I can't buy food with 75 cents, man. I need a full dollar. You know, we out here starving. We need to eat. You understand where I'm coming from? But you guys tend to skip that. Then you go to this extra narrative of past players. You know, this guy got this amount of championships, that amount of championships. My man, you talking about an era where you can't even comprehend most of the rules of that era or even understand it, okay? I talk about modern NBA history. I do not talk about 50s, 60s, and 70s when guys were having 8 teams in the league, all right? playing with multiple All-Stars, several Hall of Famers on one damn team. Of course they're going to win. All right? So that's another argument for another day. But respectively, I disqualify all players from the 50s, 60s, and 70s from my top 5, and pretty much from my 6 to 10 as well. The only guy on here that's legit I put on here is probably a Wilt Chamberlain. That's about it. Everybody else, I don't even have on my top 10, respectively. And Wilt Chamberlain about to get kicked off that top 10 pretty soon. If Steph could get on that list and start winning some more, he could probably kick Wilt Chamberlain off that list. Because Wilt Chamberlain, just like LeBron James, is a highly glorified loser. Okay? He's a guy that puts stats above winning. LeBron James is another guy that cares about individual stats. Now, stats, breaking records, and individual accolades are 3 different things, and they hold 3 different values. You could break a record and still not be considered the best at stuff. Okay? There's plenty of guys in every sport that's number 1 at breaking a record or have a record that's unbroken, but never considered the best at that category or considered to be the GOAT through the eyes of many people. So those are 2 complete different things. And I hope that you actually understand that, but if you don't understand it, then fuck it. You could be the slurper that you are. And so LeBron James did make history for me, but he didn't move no needles. And that needle is, you're the greatest loser of all time. You're the greatest losing superstar ever to play basketball. You could get number 1 with that, all right? You got Jerry West, you got Wilt Chamberlain falling right behind you. But I give you the number 1 nod, because you love your stats. And I never seen a superstar player in my lifetime play for numbers and make everybody else forget the aspect of what basketball is all about, is winning. You guys literally do not care about winning. You only care about numbers and breaking records or somebody's numbers on a stat sheet, okay? Now, riddle me this. This is a team sport, right? So an individual superstar player is supposed to have an impact on his team winning, since you have the ball in your hand 90% of the time and you're responsible for the team's success. Because if LeBron James had won a championship, you would have said LeBron James got a championship. You wouldn't even be saying the team. You'd be giving LeBron all the credit and all the props. So he deserves all the credit when they lose. Prince Sports out. Peace.